Hello all, I'm Indu, speech language pathologist from Enliven Therapy Center, Bangalore. The language development of the child does not depend upon the size of the house the child lives in, or the number of toys we get for the child, or the race or the gender, but it definitely depends upon the number of words we talk to our kids. Yes, the more number of words we speak to our kid, the faster the language develops. For example, when we say a word to the kid, it shoots up a neuron in the brain, and that neuron sends signal to other neurons. When the word is repeated, the same neuron gets stronger and stronger. But what if the word is not repeated? The neuron just shrinks away or it just fades away. And the language development is directly linked to the academic skills. Till third grade, the child learns to read. After that, the child reads to learn different things which is happening around the world. When the language development is impaired, even the academic skills are also delayed. And thereby, it is difficult for the child to face the society later in life. These days, parents are very busy, so we tend to give gadgets to our kids. A study concluded that kids who are exposed to screen for more than 2 hours a day scored less in language skills as well as the thinking skills. Screen addiction changes the way the kid responds. So it changes the functions of the brain. The brain's cortex is affected when the child is exposed to screen for a longer duration. So how can we teach language to our kids? Does it mean that we have to sit with a kid throughout the day and teach them to talk? No, it is not practical. We can include our kid in our daily activities so that the kid is engaged, at the same time the kid learns language. Now, let me list down some of the sample activities where you can include language: dishwashing, gardening, then while eating together, cooking, then laundry works, then cleaning the cupboard, then assisting in other household activities like asking them do some tiny tasks like getting something from the fridge, scribbling, coloring, copying shapes, then using stencils, then matching game like matching shoe and socks, pen and the book, ball and bat, then reading books together, painting together, finger games, then storytelling, then role play, hopscotch, hide and seek, dancing to music, playing with blocks, etc. So this way you can work on their understanding of the language, like giving them a command. For example, please get me 2 lemons from the fridge. Or you can even expand it and say as open the fridge and get me 2 lemons and close the fridge. You can also work on the thinking skills like through matching, through building blocks. So their creativity also develops. At the same time, you can also work on the number of words the child speaks. Now, let's discuss some of the strategies that we can use to improve our child's language skills. Self-talk. It is about talking what you are doing. That is self-talk. For example, while cutting vegetables, you might say, Mama has got carrots today. Oh, the carrots are dirty. Let's wash the carrots. Wash, wash, wash. Now let's peel the carrot. Peel, peel, peel. Now Mama is going to cut the carrots. Cut, cut, cut. Oh, now we have got many pieces. Oh, the carrot is orange in color. So this is called self-talk. Then parallel talk. Parallel talk means talking about what your child is doing. So parallelly you also talk about it. For example, when the child is building a block, you may say, "You're building a tower. Let's keep it up, up, up. Let's build a tall tower. Wow, it's a tall tower. Now, let's remove the blocks one by one. Keep it down, down." So, this is called parallel talk. This way, see, now we are including lots of words in our conversation, right? Then wait and see. This is like you say a word, or when you talk to your kid, you just wait, pause for some time, and see the reaction of the kid or what the child says. So, this way, even the child gets equal opportunity to talk or to express what the child thinks. Then imitating. Imitating is like whatever the child does or whatever the child says, you are going to imitate the same thing. So that way the child thinks it's not only what mama says that I need to follow, even whatever I do, mama or papa does the same. The child gets encouraged to do the desired action again and again. Expansion means when your child says, for example, give, you may say give car. Or when the child says give car, you can say mama give car. So that way you're expanding the child's mean length of utterance, the number of words the child is talking. Please remember this thing: when your child starts speaking, the child's pronunciation might not be very clear, or the number of words the child says might be limited initially. So that time, don't directly correct the child by saying, "No, not this is not the way to say. This is the way you have to say." So don't correct them directly. Instead, you can just model. For example, when your child says tar for car, instead of telling, "No, it is not tar, it is car," instead of telling that, you can just say car. You want car. So this way the child learns the correct pronunciation. At the same time, it is gentle. Parents or the caretakers try to fulfill the child's need even before the child asks. So that way we are not providing the opportunity for the child to communicate. So instead you can ask for what he wants. That way you are creating an opportunity for the child to communicate. When they are babies or too young, do not think my child won't understand much of language, so why should I talk so many words to my kid? The more number of words you speak to your kid, the better the child understands the language. So you have to keep talking to your kids so that the child talks faster. At the same time, it is not only the mother's job to talk to the kid, and especially in our country that we think only the mother has to spend lots of time with our kids. Sometimes when we do the assessment here, when both the parents come here, whatever questions we ask the parents, the mother responds to it. So that should not be the case. Both the parents should be equally involved in developing the kid. At the same time, if you are in joint family where grandma, grandpa, uncle, auntie, when everybody is around, so everyone should talk to your kids. And do not think that spending time with your kid as a work or as one of the works. It is our responsibility, and that should be our first priority. So the best way to promote language in our kids is to talk to our kids as much as possible. If at all your child has a delay, do not wait for your child to pick up later, because most of the elders or most of the people around would ask you to wait till 3 years of age or 4 years of age. But what if the child does not talk on his own even at 4 years of age? Then the lag would be too much, because by 3 or 4 years of age the child should be conversing well. So if that doesn't happen, then to cover up the gap, it would take a very long time, and sometimes it might become irreversible. Let us not wait and watch. Let us get our kids evaluated as early as possible if at all you think that your child is not age appropriate. early intervention is very essential. If you have any doubts or you need any suggestions, please feel free to contact us. Even online consultations are available at our center. Thank you.